Hi, it's time for good energy, and I'm Dr. Julie, and we're here on Bodyful Day 16. Of smell, coloring, and mindfulness. All right, today's props are pretty simple. If you have them sitting around, a wonderful box of crayons, sense of smell, and preferably, if you are able, an adult coloring book. And I'll explain why adult versus kid, or Mendy versus kid in a second. All right, so let's go ahead and take a deep breath in and release. Next deep breath in, go all the way down to the bottom of your lungs, all the way up into the top of your lungs. Make sure you get the back. Deep breath in. And release. Last one, deep breath in. I've been telling you to think about here and then figure out if you feel anything in your lungs. But today I want you to actually think if you feel anything further. Do you feel anything in your feet, in your arms, in your head, in your neck? So take this deep breath in. We've got all of our stressors. See where you can localize it. Take a deep breath in. And release. All right. Today's deep breath in, moving out of my torso and allowing myself to look at other parts of my body. I noticed that the bottom of my heel is feeling a little off, bottom of my left heel. So let's keep that in mind. And today we're doing the sense of smell, but we're also coloring. All right. So why are we coloring? What are we doing with the sense of smell? All right, box of crayons. I don't care who you are, you've had that 8-pack of crayons and since grade school, and that gets into your head. The smell of crayons, wax at its best, it definitely gets you out of this. Because what happens is that, remember from the previous times when we've talked about the sense of smell, is that the olfactory bulb is a little bit of the brain that descends down, and that takes the sense and then processes it right up in those frontal lobes, right where we're doing association. And so, as strange as it sounds, merely pulling something from memory and smelling it will start to calm your nervous system down. So, crayons. I can take a bigger breath in because I'm not thinking about this gunk. I am thinking about kindergarten and holding a crayon. I am thinking about how I hate the fact that they snap. This one's snapped, but you know, that they're really harder to hold after they've snapped underneath the wrapping. And so these are various memories that come to mind that get me out of my stress place and back into my body. So we're not just smelling crayons, because that, of course, would be a little weird. We are, in fact, working on coloring. And I said, make sure that you've got an adult coloring book, meaning that make sure you've got a book that has a pattern on it. So patterns versus just coloring Mickey Mouse. Patterns versus Mickey Mouse actually have been shown to increase mindfulness. The actual act of figuring out what you are going to put in each one of these little slots actually slows your brain and your nervous system down. Again, another thing that gets you out of here. Now, I understand that these are a little harder to color with crayons, but again, a fine motor technique that you need to figure out, especially if you are using the basic crayon. Because coloring in little lines requires you to concentrate a lot. And it is really hard to maintain stressful information in your head while you are trying to stay within the lines using something that really wasn't ever meant to make that line. So, if you are looking for a way to distract your nervous system and get your brain, get your mind out of it, and get your mind back into your body and thinking about all these fine, detailed elements, then coloring Mendy type drawings with a crayon is definitely going to get you there. So we've got the smell of the crayon churning up memories from childhood. We've got the act of trying to do fine, detailed work with a very large brush stroke. Again, highly concentrated. And we've got the fact that the adult coloring book is pattern-based. And the brain loves patterns. It loves to try to figure out what to do with patterns. And so we've got three things in this one activity of using crayons to color Mendy's style adult coloring books that can bring you out of your head and back into your body and calm down your nervous system. All right, so coloring, crayons, breathing. Let's get back and check into that body again. All right, so if you've been coloring for a while, you know where your stress spot was before you started. Let's go ahead and take another deep breath in. And release. How is my left foot feeling? It's feeling better. I'm sure if I spent probably another 30 minutes on that, I probably wouldn't even have anything going on in my left foot. All right, take care. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.